Hi, everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing? Sorry. All right. Are we good? I'm going to. All right. I've got the chat open. So if for some reason you cannot hear me or you cannot see me, well, then I guess you wouldn't even know that the chat was open. Hi, everybody. I'm Jacqui. Jacqui. Yeah. Who else is totally excited right now? Sorry. Totally excited. It's been a day. It is the first of the month. It is September 1st. So for us in the Scentsy world, in the world of Scentsy, the last day of the month can be chaotic, busy, exciting, nerve-wracking. And that's what last night was for me. I think every closing of the month is an exciting time simply because I don't know. I get excited for my team. I get excited to continue to see all of us grow. And every single month, we're adding new people and I'm watching those group numbers climb every single month. And for a gal like me who originally joined Scentsy as a, hey, let's give this a shot, let's see what happens here kind of gal, I started off in a hobby. I started off in the hobby phase thinking, okay, awesome. If I am able to make just the money back that I paid for my starter kit, then I'll consider that a win. And so looking back on the Jacqui then in 2012, it's kind of surreal to see that there's this team and I have these, amazing men and women on my team who are just as excited and passionate about Scentsy as I am. And being able to share in their excitement is just beyond words. I literally cannot put it into words how exciting it is for me. I kind of, I guess I talk about my team like I talk about my kids. Like I'm like, yeah, guess what they did today? They got an A in their class. Or, guess what they did today? They made certified consultant. They promoted. So, it's very exciting for me. So to be able to, and I always say, I'm welcoming them to their journey. I can't wait to be a part of it. And it truly is true because I feel so blessed to be a part of that journey with them, because for me, it's a blessing. Scentsy has given me so much over the last 3 years. And not just, yes, the money is great. The commission is great to have every single month. Do not get me wrong. I wouldn't send it back. Okay. But I think that the friendships and the relationships that I've built with my customers, the friendships that I consider like the Scentsy family are very important to me. And me just growing as a person, like I have literally stepped out of my comfort zone just being with Scentsy in these last 3 years. And I've grown. And in fact, I was chatting with one of my friends the other night, and she happened to pull up one of the older YouTube videos that I've done, because I've been doing these YouTube videos for Scentsy. Well, I've been doing them for Scentsy since I started. Before Scentsy, I kind of, I used YouTube just like everybody else uses YouTube, right? just like normal people do. But when I created my Scentsy channel, I didn't really foresee it being anything big. It was just me and my way of kind of, sharing my Scentsy excitement. And when I got like the scent of the month in, being able to share those things. And I really did focus it more towards my customers than I did anything. And slowly but surely, I started kind of working in, because I was meeting more and more consultants, and I was hearing, hey, I need help with this, or I can't get a hold of my sponsor, or, my sponsor quit. Now I don't know what to do. And it was getting very hard to keep up with all of those messages and all of those, communications every day. And so I started thinking, well, why don't I try to incorporate some of what I am learning from my upline, because I have an amazing upline. Why don't I start incorporating some of that and putting it into video format? And maybe that will help other people as well who don't have the same resources that my team has. So that's kind of why I originally started. And again, it's truly been a journey. It's been a blessing. And so I had, it's the beginning of the month. I love each and every one of my subscribers and you guys for watching me and putting up with my crazy goofiness and sometimes my technical difficulties and sometimes my own difficulties. I'm never the person who will claim to know all the answers, because I don't, and I will not. I think that's one of our main purposes in life, is to continue to learn and to continue to learn from others. I really think that is a huge, huge impact on each other's individuals, just as people in general. So I thank you guys for coming along this journey with me and being able to experience it. And I hope that these help you, these give you tips and ideas. I love getting to hear your feedback. So make sure that you're liking and commenting and giving me that feedback, because, I do come up with an agenda, and I apologize. It totally does not. It does. It kind of looks like the dog tried to eat my homework. I don't have a dog. But I do have a 5.5-year-old who went running through the house, and apparently I had it like sitting face down in the kitchen on the counter, and she must have thought that it was one of her papers. So normally that is not how my agenda would look. But I try and come up with the agenda items and make sure that my content is relevant to you guys. So I am always open for suggestions, and some of you are great and you're reaching out and you're like, hey, I've always wanted to know about this, or can you talk about this in one of your upcoming videos? So I love getting to hear those. So comment below, let me know what you would like to hear. I would love to get that feedback, to be able to know how I can better help you. And like I said, I don't have all the answers, and it may be something that I've never tried or I've never done. For example, like fundraisers, I've done one. I've done one fundraiser. No, I have done two. I've done two. The first one was, it went really, really well. And the second one flopped completely. I literally got 0 sales from that fundraiser. So I'm not, I don't know all the subjects, but, I have enough resources, and I've been doing and in my Scentsy journey long enough that I can pretty much give you and point you in the right direction of where you need to go, or, be able to, because I do absorb all of the content that I get from my upline. So if, even though that I may not have tried it, I will be upfront and honest with you and be like, hey, I've never done it, but I've heard that X, Y, and Z are a really good place to start or work really well. So I'm always there to help and give advice. Now, there is going to be an announcement at the end of this video. So I hope that you stick around for the announcement, because speaking upon feedback, you're going to want to hear this announcement, because I'm excited about it, and I hope that you guys will be too. So let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, that kind of hurt. Sorry, I threw my back out. So I tease that I walk around my office like a turtle at work, and I kind of do, because I'm like shuffling along because it hurts to move and walk too fast. But So I forget every so often that I can't just twist like a normal person. So whoop, whoop, it's September 1st. September 1st. It's not only the beginning of a new month, it's the beginning of a new catalog. I really want you guys to consider this more of the beginning of a new journey into Scentsy, because for people like me, who I started out, with Scentsy, and granted, I'm not like one of your longtime consultants. Like I said, I joined in January of 2012. So there are plenty of consultants who've been around much longer than I have. But just from my experience being in Scentsy, this is probably one of the most exciting catalog reveals ever. This season is going to be epic. And I do not say that lightly. I am not trying to fluff it up and make it into something it's not. It's truly going to be epic. If you guys haven't yet seen the catalog, because I don't know about you, but I kind of had a hard time trying to keep the goodies to myself. I did. And I think I told you guys at the beginning of the month what my plan kind of was. It was like, okay, the last week of August was going to be my big push for the new catalog, right? I was really going to start pushing that out there. And as we got closer and closer, I still had 2 parties open. And I still wanted to work on pushing my PRV and my sales up higher than where they were, right? So I was still focusing on my own personal sales goals. And like I said, I still had 2 parties open. So as much as I wanted to share all of the amazing things on this catalog, I contained myself, which, if you know me at all, it was hard. It was a hard thing to do, to contain that excitement, because I get very excited. But I wanted to make sure my focus, like I said, was truly on my customers and making sure that they had absolutely everything they wanted out of that spring and summer catalog, because there are scents in there that are fan-flipping-tabulous, and we don't know if and when they might come back. So I really wanted to make sure that my customers were right there with me, and making sure that they got everything they needed, because I didn't want to deter them from the fact of getting excited with the new catalog, but then forgetting, and then, next week or something being like, oh man, I forgot Fresh Cut Daisies was in there and I could have ordered that. So it was hard for me to contain that, but I did. But now, today, it's September 1st. So I closed my second party last night. I closed my first one around 5-ish last night, and I closed my last one around 7 or 8. I was technically holding out for one more order on my Facebook party that I was running, but I didn't hear back from her, and so I didn't want to just, first of all, I didn't have her payment, and I didn't want to just order something and then her change her mind and not really be serious. You know how that goes. So I held out as long as I possibly could, but that workstation, it gets busy the end of the month, and it really gets busy the end of a catalog. So it was stressful for me, but I did it and I got through it. And so what I did last night, if you guys caught, if you follow on my YouTube, if you subscribe, if not, you should be, shameless plug. But I did share what I was actually doing last night to market my social media for today, because my schedule today at work was insane. I got to work this morning and I had back-to-back meetings. I had conference calls. I had projects I was still finishing up from the day before. And so I knew that it was just going to be a jam-packed day, and there was no way I was going to be able to even check my phone. Okay. I got lucky to take a 15-minute lunch break today. 15 minutes to go down, shove the food down my throat, and go back up into the office. So it was crazy, and my back hurt like you would not believe. So I was really shuffling around by the end of the day. It was sad. It was sad. So I did share that last night. So if you're curious, you can hop on my YouTube. You can check out that video of what I did to make sure that I got my marketing in for today, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to touch my personal assistant. So she wasn't going to be able to do it automatically. I had to tell her what to do. So let's start out. Okay. So tonight we are talking about marketing the new catalog, right? So do you have your new supplies yet? It's okay if you're sitting there going, I just haven't yet been able to afford them, or oops, I forgot, I haven't ordered them yet. That's okay. Okay, it's okay. Because for the entire catalog season, you can order catalogs, testers, order forms, product lists. You can order it all throughout the entire catalog season. Okay. Obviously, for the month of August, the majority of the essential supplies, which is like the catalogs and the testers and, you know, things like that, they were at a discounted rate for those of us who weren't just joining. So it's really nice that Scentsy offers us that opportunity. So I got in the majority of mine. I still want to get a couple more mini tester sets because, you know me, my business runs on pouch parties and bag parties. And a lot of times I'm shipping those out of state. So they may be out of state for a while before I get them back. So I like to, you know, again, I like to have them in circulation all throughout the month. So I certainly don't want to be without testers at any point in time. So I do need to get on there and order a couple more sets of testers. And, you know, I have a feeling I'm going to run out of these catalogs. So I probably need another order of catalogs. So don't worry. You can always place that order at any time. And one of my tips is, you know, you can go to the Scentsy Family Store on your workstation. If you click on the Orders tab, go to the Scentsy Family Store. It'll say Scentsy Order or Scentsy Family Store. And the Scentsy Family Store is literally where all of like the swag is, right? The swag. That's where you can buy catalogs, all your business supplies. And I wish I had some swag that I could just pick up. I thought I had something like right here, but it's all buried down and I'm broken. So I'm not going to go digging through it. But the swag, you know, like the water bottles or a shirt or a bag or whatever it is, you know, pens, cups, whatever. You can get that kind of stuff. Don't go crazy. You know me. I always say don't go crazy in there because it's so easy to do. You're like, ooh, I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. Ooh, maybe I need like 3 of those. I don't know why, but I might need them. But that's okay. So if you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, and maybe you're not somebody who just joined, so you don't have the catalogs, you don't have the new order forms, because the order forms did update. So if you don't have those, if you need product lists, if you need testers for the new scents, like I said, don't fret. You can order them now at any time throughout the entire but at least try and get yourself one set. I try and go for more of the economical route and buy the mini transition sets. They're mini transition tester sets. In August, they were what, $5.60? They were on sale for only $5.60. I think they go back up to regular price. And I want to say regular price is $7 for a set. Basically, in that set, what you're getting is you're getting all of the new release scents. That includes the kids scents. Remember, we've got what, 4 or 5 kids scents that are also in there. And then you also get the fall and winter or the holiday scents, right? So you get those too. That's totally not the right catalog anymore. Let me double check on that. Is it fall and winter or is it holiday? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I like my theme music. It's fall and winter. Sorry. And holiday. Is it holiday too? Fall and winter. New releases. Oh, goodness gracious. And holiday. I believe those are the 3. And you get the kids' scents too. So, whew. Pop quiz. Okay. So you can get those. So if you're short on expendable money right now in your budget, that's okay. If you had sales from August, Wait till your commission check hits on September 10th. Remember, guys, we get paid every single month on the 10th of every month. So on the 10th of September, we will get paid for all of the sales that we had in August. Okay. So if you're new, don't worry. This will apply to you next month. But for those of you who have been around, so on the 10th of September, sometimes we get it a day or two before, depending on where it lies on the calendar, you'll be able to have that commission check. So, again, go the more economical route. Get like 1 or 2, if you can afford it, sets of the mini transition tester sets. They should be $7 a piece, okay? And then you can order at least 1 package of catalogs. And you can order your catalogs, and you can order your 1 set of mini transition testers if you're really tight on your personal funds, or maybe your sales weren't that great. You don't have a whole lot of money to spend. That's okay. Just do whatever you can do. If you can't get the catalogs because you just don't have the extra funds, guys, I push these things like crazy, but oh my gosh, I shouldn't have set up like that. Product lists are totally the way to go, because a product list is back and front. It's like this legal size piece of paper, right? And it comes on this big tear out form, and it literally has every single thing in the catalog, including the scents. So all your scents are listed there. Now it's not as pretty and formatted as our catalogs look right now, but for I think it's $9, you get 150 product lists. 150 for $9. That's a lot that you can pass out compared to a pack of 20 or 25 in catalogs. So, do what you need to do for your business, whatever works. What you need to do is, before I get to that, incentive trip. We're still continuing with the incentive trip period. Remember, it started last month. It continues into this month. You can check out the exact details of how to earn the points towards your incentive trip by going to the resource tab. And I think if you go to your resources tab and if you click on the search bar in there, I think if you start typing the word incentive, it should pull it up right there. It'll pre-populate it and pull it up. I want to say incentive is what you want to look for. But it should list it out there. If you, for some reason, can't find it, that's where you need to reach out to your sponsor, your director, your upline, or if you're in a Facebook group, post in that Facebook group and say, hey guys, point me in the direction on my workstation of where I can find the qualifications for the incentive trip, because I need to know. Because honestly, I can go to my sponsor right now, who's also my director, and I can say, hey, Katie, I need this. So can you send that to me? And yeah, she could take, the 5 minutes or whatever to send whatever it is that I'm asking her for. Maybe it's the incentive trip qualifications, right? But how am I going to learn where that is on my workstation unless I physically go and look for it? Right? Now, if it's an emergency situation, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of a party and I absolutely need this. Of course, someone's going to help you. That's what our Facebook groups and our huge, our big team groups are for, right? Our extended family. That's what they're for. But honestly, I really encourage you guys to take it upon yourselves to really get to know your workstation, because it's only going to benefit you. Because again, people can give you the answers all day, but if you don't know where to look, and then when you start building your team and they're asking you, hey, where do I find the incentive trip qualifications? You want to be able to, again, you may not know all the answers, but you should be like, you know what? I don't know, but let me pull up my workstation and find it for you and tell you where to go to get it. Okay. So we want to create leaders. We want our team, and maybe this is just I want to say work side of me, but my work side of me, I am very, very big on, I push my team I empower them to become their own leaders, right? I'm not a micromanaging type of leader at work. And I think that's why my team likes me so much, because I don't micromanage. I really give them a lot of freedom. But my whole thing is I'm really trying to grow them and allow them to grow to the potential that they want to be at. And they're only going to get there by learning things and figuring out where all of this stuff is. So make sure that you're taking time to do that. So if you've got, 10, 15 minutes, and yeah, you can mess around on Facebook for a while, or, look at Pinterest, my guilty pleasure. But take that 10, 15 minutes and just pull up your workstation and just start clicking on stuff. You're not going to break it. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to, oh my gosh, I accidentally ordered $300 worth of products. No, you're not going to do that unless you key in your credit card. Then that's on you. But get in there and click around, learn where everything is. And that's what I really encourage my team to do when they're joining is, hey, get in there and get acclimated to that workstation. You're not going to break it. It's there for you to learn. So let's get into our marketing. Let's get into the meat of this, right? So we've got this brand new, fantastic catalog. Fan-flipping-tastic. I have been showing this thing off all day long at work. So yes, in the middle of my chaotic day, I passed out 4 catalogs. I got 3 orders within an hour of just handing out catalogs. 3 orders, and all I did was hand them a catalog. Shoot, they're down there. And a sample. I have my samples of the coconut pumpkin pie, the scent of the month, right? So I have those made up, and I always keep those because I never know who I'm going to run into, where I'm going to run into them at. So I handed them a catalog, and I handed them a sample, and I said, hey, guess what? Not only do I have a new sample for you, and they get excited when they see the sample, but I was like, oh, I have another catalog. I got a new catalog. Just came out today. You guys are the first ones I'm handing it out to. 3 orders. 3 orders. Okay. Make sure that you're talking about it. But marketing is most effective when you're doing it from multiple angles. So I don't want you guys to get pigeonholed into one little marketing spot and then get stuck there, because what's going to happen? You are going to get frustrated because you're not going to get the results that you want from sticking in one little marketing slump or rut. Okay? You're going to get frustrated there. And what's going to happen when you get frustrated? What's going to happen? Your Scentsy spirit is going to go crash and burn, right? No, don't let that happen to you. Don't get yourself stuck in a rut. If you feel like you're getting stuck in a rut, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, and you feel like you've been trying these different things, again, that is when your sponsor, your director, your upline, your big extended Facebook family team is there for you to jump in and kind of help you. And me too. You can always hop on to me, right? I'm here for you guys. You know I'm your cheerleader, right? So don't, when you're focusing on getting, when you get stuck in that rut, you really, really, really you start to limit your own customer base. And by doing that, all you end up doing is limiting yourself and limiting your exposure. So you're kind of stuck in like this little box. So we need to start thinking outside of the bar. Did you get it? Did you get my little reference? Think outside of the bar. I know it's cheesy. It's totally cheesy. I've had a long day, people. All right, so here are my main tips for marketing. Face-to-face marketing is number 1. Okay, I think we get more out of face-to-face than we do any other type of marketing. So how do you do face-to-face marketing? By branding yourself, first of all, right? If you don't have a Scentsy shirt yet, if you're newer, or you just don't have the extra funds to get one, that's okay. Okay, guys, I don't want you to think that that's the whole point of Scentsy. I don't want you to think that you have to have certain things, because literally everything that comes in that starter kit that you get is truly all you really need to run your business. I do not ever want you guys to sit there and go, well, my business isn't going to succeed because, you know, I can't buy shirts and I can't get this. And you know, I don't have the extra money to do all that. That's not an excuse. That is not an excuse, because I lived out of my starter kit for the first 6 months of my business. Okay. The only time, and even then I ran out of catalogs, and that's when I had to actually invest and buy something. I was like, oh my gosh, it's the first time I got to buy catalogs. So you can totally work your business off of that starter kit. You do not have to have, you know, there's other direct selling companies out there who make you have inventory on hand, and you have to buy this, and then you have to buy this. If you've got the extra money and you want to really invest in your business, there are a couple things that you want to try to invest in if you can. And my suggestion is, again, when you're first starting out, use your commission money. Okay, set your commission money aside, so it's literally not coming out of your like regular budget, whatever that happens to be. Okay, so I don't want you to feel like you're having to put forward extra money just because you need your business to work. But if you're really going to do anything, subscribe to Scent of the Month or Warmer of the Month, again, if your funds allow it, because those are truly the one business supply that is going to really help you market your business. Because what happens when we get Scent and Warmer of the Month, even just Scent of the Month, right? You get everything except the warmer. Okay, you get 10 bars, you get 72 rub and sift stickers, you get 50 flyers, you get a party tester, you get a mini tester, and you get a room spray, all in the Scent of the Month. So what can you do with all of that? There's a lot, and we're going to go into it. Okay. Warmer of the Month, you get all of that, plus you get the warmer. So again, we're going to go into that too. But branding yourself is a really, really, really great way to be able to do face-to-face marketing. So again, if you don't have a Scentsy shirt, don't stress it. Okay. Don't stress it. If you really want to get something in order to brand yourself, nothing is at my fingertips tonight. There are, well, it kind of is. We have in the Scentsy store, we have these fabulous buttons, and we call them the big buttons because they truly are. Oh my gosh, I'm really trying not to twist too much. Oh, I'm totally paying for that later. I'm a horrible patient. They tell me to go on bed rest. You lost your mind, buddy. That's not going to happen. Band-aid or rubber band. Band-aid. Rubber band. Sorry. I went through like 4 Band-Aids with my daughter in the bath. Anyway, in the Scentsy family store, back to business. They have what we call a big button. And I think these guys are like $2, maybe $3 for this big button, right? You see how big this is? It's big. It's huge. It's ginormous. And it just says Need Scentsy, independent consultant on the front. But, you know, if you can't afford a shirt, you can afford $2 or $3. Okay. So next time you're inputting an order, put it in on the order. Just add it to it. It's not going to make that big of a difference on your order. Now, you don't get PRV for business supplies, but this is going to pay you off in big dividends, because if you don't have a shirt, if you don't have a bag, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm readjusting. If you don't have all that stuff, then grab 1 or 2 of these buttons, just one, if nothing else. Wear it. Okay. That draws attention, right? That catches people's eye right there. It's huge. It's this huge button. Okay. Put it on. It's got a little clip on the back. Okay. It's got a little safety pin clip. You can clip it onto the bag that you're carrying, your purse. If you'd like to clip it onto your purse, clip it onto, you know, your hoodie, whatever it is. Okay. You've automatically created whatever it is that you're wearing. It is now branded as Scentsy, right? I've even seen people like put this on a chain and like literally wear it around their neck. Okay. Put it on like a lanyard chain and wear it. Bam. Scentsy. Okay, so just figure out a way that you can do that. And now what you want to do when you do that is you want to make sure that you have with you either product lists or catalogs, because what is going to happen when you are out and about and you're running your errands and whatever, and you're wearing your button and you're not even paying attention, but all of a sudden somebody tracks you down in the store, and this happens to me every time that I'm branding myself. Someone will say something to me, and 9 times out of 10, the one thing they're going to say to me is, oh my gosh, you sell Scentsy? Do you have a catalog on you? Because, oh, my consultant that I used to have moved, or she quit, or I can never get a hold of her and she's just not very reliable. I got that today, as a matter of fact. And that happens a lot. And so you don't want to be like, oh yeah, I do sell Scentsy. Oh, I totally don't have anything, but I'd be more than happy to call you or meet you later. And what happens when that happens, guys? You guys know this. It's not a Scentsy thing. It happens with everything, right? Same thing like if you go into the car dealership, you don't end up walking out without a car. What happens? Do you go back the next day? You're like, hey, sorry I didn't buy a car yesterday, but I thought about it all night and I'm totally ready to buy that car. Okay, they're not going to come track you back down at the grocery store the next time you're at the grocery store and be like, yeah, hey, you didn't have a catalog last time, but, you know, I really want to order Scentsy. No, they went somewhere else and they probably ran into somebody else, or they just found some local consultant, whatever, and they ordered from them. You're going to lose that sale. So my advice to you, again, and that's why I really preach the product list. I preach them because they're economical to buy. Like I said, what was it? $9 for 150. And you can fold these up. I keep a handful in my purse. I keep a handful in my purse. I keep a handful in my car, and I keep a handful in my day bag that I carry with me to work. So the people that I ran into today, when I ran out of I took 4 catalogs with me to work today. And I normally don't hand out catalogs. I normally hand out product lists, but because it was the first day of the month and this thing's so flipping cool, I handed out 4 catalogs today. But I ran out of catalogs, and then I had somebody else come up to me because I'd given them a sample last week, and they were like, oh, Jacqui, you said the new catalog was coming out. Do you by chance have a catalog today? I meant to ask you. Oh, I handed them all out, but hold on. In my purse, I've got a product list. Same thing as a catalog. Got everything in it. You're cool. It's good. Take a look through this. And I gave them that. Okay. So have something with you. The next best thing, number 2 on my list, is samples. Samples, samples, samples. I preach this a lot. But guys, if they are not trying the product, then they don't truly know the true experience of Scentsy, right? So if you're watching this right now, and even if you're not a consultant and you're on the fence, you can join. You can join. But think back to the first time that you ever actually experience Scentsy, and whether or not that was because you just got a random sample, or you went to a party and you just bought a warmer and a bar of wax or something. Remember that feeling of, gosh, oh my goodness, I love this product, it's awesome. That's when you really create the love of the product. So give samples, and again, that's when that scent and or warmer of the month, it's really going to pay you off in big dividends, because you're able to have those bars on hand to make plenty of samples. You've got flyers to hand out. You've instantly got marketing materials. Okay. Next up is a mailing list. So do you have a mailing list? If not, you need to make one. Initially, start off with any customers who have ordered from you. So any customers. If you need to go into your workstation to figure that out, you can do that. You guys know me, and my current project is the comp books, right? I made up comp books. So this is my Scentsy sample love. So in here lives all the addresses and names of the people that I'm sending samples to. That's where it lives for me currently. Make a mailing list. Start off with the customers you have. If you're brand new and you don't have customers yet, then what I want you to do is I want you to make a list of 100. And when you get your starter kit, if you haven't done that yet, look in your consultant guide, because there's a page in there that says list of 100, and it goes over that. Take a look at it. Might also be one in the resources tab of your workstation. Click on it and find out. Type in like 100 in the search bar. See what happens. See what happens. But if you don't have a mailing list, make one, and then expand out to your personal contacts. So that's when that list of 100 comes in. And that's when you truly want to create a mailing list, right? So what are you mailing them? Maybe you're mailing them samples. Maybe you're mailing them, if you've got catalogs, you can mail out some catalogs. Preaching it again. product lists are cheaper to mail because they're lighter. And you can shove that in an envelope, you know, put some Scentsy love on it, put some sparkles, put some glitter on it, whatever it is you want to do, send it out, get it in the mail, get it into the hands of your customers. Next up is the phone. And I know, the phone, the dreaded phone. Most of us do not like the phone. I am not a big phone person. And it's simply because I'm a busy person. So for me, texting is easier for me because, especially during the week, today was a perfect example. I literally did not touch my phone all day. I didn't, except when, well, no, I take that back. My husband texted me in the middle of the day because our air conditioner went out. That was fun. So he texted me to tell me that. That was the only time that I literally touched my phone during the day at work today. Okay. But because of that, you know, in a normal day, on my lunch break, I might be able to send out a quick few text messages, or I might be able to get in there and answer some emails very quickly. I don't have the Facebook Messenger app. So for those of you who message me on Facebook, yes, I do not check it until the evenings. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I will say, email or texting is the key ways to be able to get a hold of me, because those are going to be the quickest means of communication for me personally. Just me personally. I'm not telling you how to do yours. That's just what I do. But when you're marketing, the phone is key. So make it a goal, and this is what I personally do. Once a month, I make it a goal. I put it out there as a to-do. And what I do is and usually it's on a weekend, I will sit there and I will go through, and 9 times out of 10, it's like 5 to 10 people. And I will go through that list and I will call them. And I kind of call that my mini booking blitz, right? Because when I'm calling these people, these are customers that either have previously ordered from me or maybe haven't ordered in a couple months. What is the first words that are going to come out of my mouth? OMG, the new catalog came out. You have to see it. So if they're local, offer to meet them for coffee. Buy them a coffee. Okay? Buy them a coffee. If they are not local, oh, ow. Oh, I am totally going to break myself even more. If they're not local, set up a phone call. Set up a phone call. You can text back and forth. You do a Google Hangout. You can Skype them. Do Periscope. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, do it. Do it that way. But you can also mail it out to them as well. Or mail a product list. It'll be cheaper. My next marketing, of course, what's Jacqui's preferred means of marketing? Social media. You guys know that's where I live. Social media is where I live. So Facebook, create a fan page if you don't have one already. People will do a question I get a lot is, should I do a Facebook fan page? Should I do a Facebook group? It's your business. You decide what works best for you. A fan page just strictly works better for me. Some people like the group concept, but I tend to find that the group, you can ignore a group easier than you can if something's flowing into your news feed because somebody posted something on a fan page and maybe one of your friends liked it or you're sharing, whatever. I think that you get better exposure from a fan page than you do from a group. My 2 cents only. Take it for what it's worth. But I also don't want you guys to get discouraged, because that's another thing that I hear a lot is, well, I have this Facebook group and I post on it and I've invited my friends, but nobody ever interacts. Nobody ever says anything. That's okay. Okay. Your Facebook fans are not going to suddenly magically appear overnight. There's no Facebook fairy who, when you go to sleep tonight and you wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I have 500 people who like my page. There's no Facebook fairy. It's going to take some hustle from you by inviting, first of all, your close circle, right? So that's going to be your friends, family, your personal friends on Facebook. Hey, I just started my new Scentsy business. Or even if you just didn't start, maybe you're just now creating a fan page. Hey, I just created a fan page. I'd really love it if you would go over there and give me a like. And if you know anybody who's interested in Scentsy, would you mind just adding them or sharing this on your Facebook fan page? What are they going to say? No? And if they say no, okay. Move on to the next person. Twitter. Twitter can be a really fun way to, in my personal opinion, share your personality. You've got 70 characters on Twitter, right? 70 spaces to put letters, words, pictures, whatever. Okay, so you're not going to be able to write a whole book. You're not going to be able to give your life story and your Scentsy journey and why you joined Scentsy and all of that. No. My suggestion is to keep it fun and light and short and sweet and show your personality on there. So even if it's just some fun, crazy, random picture, maybe it's a selfie that you took and you're just like, I've taken those selfies before, and give it some fun, cute caption. Do that post, do a selfie like that, and then be like, I'm so excited because the new Scentsy catalog came out today. Okay. It may sound goofy and whatever, but guys, your personality is what truly grows your business and your relationships and everything that has to do on social media. Okay? It really, really does. And if you're really looking for trending ways to get your stuff heard, search for the trending hashtags of the day. Every single day, there's a whole new list of whatever's trending on Twitter for hashtags. So pick like a couple of the top ones out of the trending list and add those to your post. And I guarantee you'll start to see more and more interaction. There's no Twitter fairy either, so it's not going to happen overnight. Don't expect it. Don't get upset when it doesn't happen. But what's my thing? Be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. Continue to do it, because the more that you do it, the more people are going to be like, hey, she's really serious about this Scentsy thing. Like she posts a lot and I see her posting, and, I saw her funny post the other day, just that joke she told, just tell some random jokes some days. Make it fun. Okay. Make it fun. Make it interactive. It doesn't always have to be about, hey, buy my stuff. It should not be what it's all about either. Instagram. I'm a huge Instagram person. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I have a lot of fun on Instagram. But if you don't have one, get one. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. It says Twitter, it says Facebook. It's free. Okay. It's really, really great to get ideas too. So get on there. And again, you can do hashtags on, if you're not familiar with Instagram, you can do hashtags on Instagram as well, right? So search for trending hashtags. Search for hashtag Scentsy and you'll get a whole list of people who have posted with the Scentsy hashtag, and start looking at them. If you see people who kind of speak to you, start to follow them on Instagram, and that will help you kind of spark your own ideas. It doesn't hurt to get inspiration from others. I'm a big person who, I will say this, I'm a big copyright person. So don't be a picture stealer. Now, obviously, if it's like the generic, like, that's like the Scentsy created one, okay, that's not anything. I'm not talking about that. But if somebody's gone to all the trouble of doing something, all of that, just be respectful of, and to me, it's more of an art of creating those pictures and doing those things. I always have the open door policy. If I post something, 9 times out of 10, it's going to have me on it somewhere. If it's not me and my face or me, I usually tag my photos or watermark them. And there are some photos that I save without it, but I get that question a lot. Hey, I saw that, picture that you did, and I'd love to share it, but it has all your information on it. Can you take that off for me? Well, I really don't have a whole lot of time to go back and do it. Some things that, you know, if I just created it and maybe I'll use it again, I won't necessarily put all my markings on, like, I'll save like an original copy of it and I won't put my markings on it. If I do have one of those and somebody asks for it, I'm more than happy to share it. But unless you're my direct team, I'm probably not going to be able to take a whole lot of time to be able to say, yeah, I'll do one for you. If I do have some extra time and it just so happens somebody asked me today, then yes, you guys know me. I'm always there to help. But at the same time, I'm a busy lady. So I don't have a whole lot of time to create pictures for every single person who asked me to create one for them. I would love to. If someone would like to go ahead and take over the salary for my day job and pay me to do that, I will do it all day long. But unfortunately, 40 to 50 hours a week, I have to kind of dedicate to that thing that I go to every day called a job. Until Scentsy takes off and this becomes my full-time job, then maybe I'll have more time for that. But if you need ideas, go to and see what other consultants are posting. Again, try not to necessarily steal their ideas. Use it strictly as inspiration. Oh, she posted something like that. I'm going to post something like that. And one of my utmost best suggestions when you're posting, whether that be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever it is that you're posting, I find that I will get a better response from the pictures that are truly mine, that are pictures I'm taking. Okay. Maybe it's the warmer in my living room, or maybe I just changed out my wax and I'm taking a picture of me with the new cubes that I put in for the day or something. When I'm taking pictures that is me using my Scentsy, like every so often you'll see me and it's a picture with like a laundry basket and my washer whips there. It's because I'm taking my little laundry down. And it might seem trivial and silly and you're just like, why would I post that? Consistency is key. If people see you using the product in your everyday life, they're more apt to be like, wow, she doesn't just sell this. She like really likes Scentsy. It works. It truly, I get a better response doing that than I do like the generic flyers that everybody's seen like 30 times in their newsfeed. If they follow more than one Scentsy person than you, they've probably seen all the other ones. Do something original. Be you. Okay. And then of course, social media, we've got to throw in YouTube. We have to throw in Google Plus. That's where we're at right now, right? Periscope, Snapchat, Pinterest, Skype. There's all kinds of different programs. And these apps are coming out all the time. So again, a suggestion that I always will give people is people are always like, hey, what apps do you use to create your pictures? Or how did you do that? What did you do? Take a second, whatever phone you have, and go to the, if it's Google, go to the Google Play Store, the Android Store, the iTunes Store, whatever, or the App Store and the iStore, and go in there and look for like the most popular apps. They're changing all the time, right? Different ones are trending every week, and type in picture or type in text or whatever it is that you're looking for that day and see what's trending, see what new ones are out. That's how I find new apps. I go in there once a week and I will just look through the iStore on my Apple iPhone and I will look at it and be like, oh, and I'll try and see what it does. And yeah, I might download it and I might play with it for a day and be like, I hate that app. Totally not downloading that again. And I'll get rid of it and delete it. But some of them I find I love. But I also will change them out very frequently. Because like I said, I look for them once a week. So book your parties. So, we really need to be able to look at it and ask ourselves, is your calendar full? If not, then you need to get it full. So if you have asked people and no one's saying, yeah, I'll host a party for you, I don't know why not. They're insane because this catalog's flipping amazing. And they'll get free and half price Scentsy if they host a party. But if nobody's going to host, be your own host. Be your own. You don't need somebody to be your host all the time. Do a launch party if you're new. Schedule a launch party. It can be at your house. It can be on Facebook. It can be on Google Plus. Again, think outside of the bar. Think outside of the bar. Look for different ideas that might work. If you're not brand new to Scentsy and you've been in Scentsy for even, a couple months, maybe it's been like 2 or 3 months you've been in Scentsy. Maybe it's like me, you're going on 4 years. Do a relaunch party. Hey guys, a new catalog came out. I'm so excited. I'm having a relaunch party. I am totally focusing on my Scentsy business right now. Come and join me this Saturday from 10 to 2, and I'll have snacks and food. I'm going to have the new catalog out and all the new testers, and you're going to want to be there. Have your relaunch party. Make it like an open house style party. Same thing, right? Come and go as you please. I'll have scent samples out. Whatever you want to do. Make it a first look party. Again, guys, we got a brand new catalog. They might see pictures on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, whatever. Seeing it in person and talking with you about it is a whole nother story. Okay? So, in the end, your business is your business. You guys know this. That's my motto. So, make it what you want it to be. But foremost, over everything, be you. Do not try and be somebody that you're not, okay? Especially on social media, because what happens on social media, if you're not being you and you're like trying to copy somebody else because you think that person, they're very popular or whatever, and you're like, oh, people love her, so I need to do everything that she's doing right now. But when you're really pushing it and you're trying too hard, what happens? You come off fake and not genuine, and people are not drawn to that. People want to see you, and they want to know you and your character and who you are and your story, and they want to see your authenticity. Okay? So whether it's goofy, like I can be goofy sometimes, I can be corny joke teller sometimes, some of these corny things. I'll do a play on words. I don't know if you guys saw my video of the something wickedly wickless this way comes. Just do crazy fun stuff. Thinking outside the bar, doing stuff like that. But who cares? Maybe you're just a geek in general. Maybe you don't have a whole lot to say. That's okay. You don't have to be this outgoing person to get out there and do stuff. Even if it's just you doing, if you're into the videos and you want to do videos and you just want to talk about things. When you get your starter, if you just joined and you get your starter kit, do a video of you opening your starter kit and capturing the expression in your face. Because trust me, it's going to be like flipping Christmas morning when you're opening your starter kit. It's awesome. I love watching people opening their starter kit. And if I could be there for every single one of my team members who opens their starter kit for the first time, I totally would. But I don't have enough frequent flyer miles to do all that. But step out of your comfort zone. Try something new. You guys know me. Hit that reboot button if you need to. So if you have questions, if you need more help, of course, your sponsor, your director, your upline should always be that first means of communication. If you don't have a good relationship or they're just not around or whatever, you guys know you can contact me. I'm more than happy to help out. Start networking. Create a network with different consultants, okay? Again, we are all here in this together, and I preach this a lot, but do not compete with Sally down the street, okay? This is all our own unique businesses, because Sally down the street can have an amazing business, but she's not goofy Jacqui being silly and crazy and a little off the wall and geeky and whatever else I am that day. She's somebody completely different. She may have a completely different style. Okay? Be you. And that's when you're going to stand out. And that's when you're going to start making those connections with customers and potential team members. And you're going to start growing your team that way. Someone please remind me not to twist. This is how crazy and insane my day has been. I've literally been up and running since 5 a.m. Okay, not running, but moving as fast as a turtle can move. I sat down for a total of maybe 10 minutes at a time. No. There was one meeting that was an hour long, and I got to sit for that entire hour long meeting. And what happened when I got up? I was sore as crap. It was horrible. I wanted to cry. I didn't, but I wanted to. My day was insane. And I have not sat down, but maybe for a good 45 minutes this evening to actually seriously relax. And here we are after 10 o'clock at night. It's been a long day. How long of a day has it been? You guys know how excited I am when my Scentsy stuff comes. Do you see that box back there? Back there next to my laptop? I haven't opened it. I haven't even opened it because I haven't had the time. So that's going to come tomorrow. But my big announcement is something that I want to try. And again, it's me trying to think outside the bar and trying to figure out different ways that I can help you guys. And my niche is social media. I love social media and I gravitate towards it. Part of my school classes that I'm taking and things like that are kind of geared around that. And that's truly where my personal hobby passion lies, is in social media marketing. So my announcement is this. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a web series, and these are going to be short, quick videos of social media. Like I did one last night as a trial run, and it wasn't even anything special. Okay. It was not even special. I don't even think I was in the video. I think it was me recording on my phone. I think I was watching my laptop. Been a long day. And so it was like a 5-minute or something video of talking about marketing on Facebook, right? So I started thinking, right before I did that, because I was doing it. And as I was doing it, I was like, I need to be sharing this because I wonder if people, A, know about this, B, if this could help them, and C, maybe it would help other people to grow their social media business as well. So I wanted to get some feedback to see. If you guys haven't seen that, then please go to my YouTube page. If you're not watching this on YouTube, please visit my YouTube page. And watch the video from last night. I think it, what did I name it? Was it, I don't know. It was probably something with Facebook in the title. It's only like 5 minutes long, and I just posted it last night. So on 8/31 is the date that I posted it. So it was late last night that I posted it. And check that out if you wouldn't mind. And let me know if you feel that those social media tips, short tips and videos would be helpful. And if you think that they might be helpful to you and your team or whoever it is that you, if you watch my videos with them or share it with them, if you feel that that would help. So I would love to hear the feedback, because before I start investing my time into doing those, I want to see if I actually have people who are interested in seeing more of that and learning more about social media marketing. So that would be Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Periscope, YouTube, all of that glorious social media that we love so well. So again, please, if you wouldn't mind, leave me your comments to let me know if that would be something that you would like. So until then, I have taken up far too much of your time this evening. I hope that you all have a wonderful, enjoyable rest of your week. We've got a holiday weekend coming up. So I have a 4-day weekend coming up. Thank you. 4-day weekend coming up. I plan to get a lot done. Here I am like, oh yeah, I have some days off. And I'm already like filling up my days. I've got a lot of stuff planned for those days in regards to my Scentsy business that I want to get done that I've had to put off because I've got this thing called a day job that I got to be at. So I've got some stuff planned for this weekend to get done. So don't be like me. Don't pull a Jacqui. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Please do it for me. Do it in honor of me. Please, please. Until next time, peace, love, happiness. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will talk to you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Bye.